Happy Australia Day everyone. So in this little video here I'm going to go through and just fly through feeding a whole ton of my reptiles. So stick around and I hope you enjoy. So as I said, I'm going to feed a whole heap of my reptiles. In this video though, the only ones I'm probably not going to feed are the diamond pythons and they're all the nocturnal animals, so all my geckos and frogs and stuff like that. But everyone else, all the goannas, all the other lizards that are diurnal, all the snakes, loki, turtles, blue tongues, we're going to feed them all. But we're also going to try to do it in pretty much one shot. There might be a little interruption here or there, but I'm just going to fly through, start feeding animals and bring you along for the ride. So anyway, let's crack on. We've got guests coming over soon, so I need to get all this stuff done. I've been a little bit relaxed on feeding my animals this week as well, because I actually cracked a rib on Monday, so yeah, in a world of hurt. Let's get going. Alright, so we're going to start off outside. Going to start off with the blue tongues and go do the turtles just before the sun gets too hot. Sonic's out enjoying some sunlight as well today, so he's out there munching on some plants. It's going to be a bit of a scorcher today. It's going to be about 31, 32 here, but we'll get these guys nice and fed. I've got these guys mostly covered up just to try and protect them a bit from the sun. They'll be quite happy in there. Alright. I'm also going to leave some dog food out for the Cunningham skink. He'll come and find it when he's ready. If he doesn't, the ants will clean it up at worst case. And for the turtles, we're going to feed them a bit of fish. Yeah, Sonic's still in there. Loving it, aren't they?
Yeah. They're a fishy when you're eating it.
Yeah.
Sacrilegious.
There we go, that should be plenty for them. Alright, it is super hot in here, so you're going to have to excuse the fan. But we have to do it just for the sake of getting these animals fed. Woo. So that's Big Car, she's my jungle. A lovely rat for her. Need to go and grab some more rodents. So I'm going to just get past you, Dan. Maybe film Billy or something.
It is tight in here. Hey, Bill.
Kimberly out?
Anyone doing anything?
It doesn't look like it. He must be in hiding for now. Alright, another bag of rats. We're just going to keep this rolling because it's really hot and we want to get out of here. So, next up, let's feed Severus. Stimmy. Hey mate.
Well, he's gone.
There we go. There's a little look at him. I'll let him enjoy that and put his hide back. Alright. Brew the children's pythons next. So just gotta find another adult rat. Mouse rather. So this girl is in shed, so I don't know the likelihood of her wanting to eat. I think that's a solid no. What we'll do.
Telling you to bugger off.
Yeah, fair enough. This boy though won't say no. Happy days. That'll keep him going for a bit. Alright, seeing as I'm already in here, let's go straight across to the guys that are over in this tank. So a little wasabi up here. Let's see if we can see him actually caught luring.
There he is.
Yeah, look at the tail going. He's waiting, and there's lunch. Happy days for that little dude. Alright, work our way down this other rack now. Make sure the water python doesn't launch at you too hard. Is that a shed as well? Awesome. Let's get on to the next one. As I said guys, in this video we're not going to muck around because it's hot.
Humidity 150%.
Pretty much. Alright, try not to get bitten by this one. It's always the way, doesn't matter when, there's always one snake in shed. And it looks like Loki's going to be getting a few extra snacks today, I'd say, because he's the garbage disposal.
Lucky him.
Oh, yeah, I reckon Loki's getting a few extras. This is what happens when you don't check who's shedding. You just assume that everybody's not shedding. Alright. On to the rough scale pythons next. Go on mate, give it a whack. Hey. Well that's unusual. Come on mate. Yeah, he's got it. I'll let him have it. It's a little bit of an unorthodox approach by that snake, but we'll leave him to it. Hopefully the female's a little bit more ready. Come on, love. There we go. Gorgeous little things. Starting to grow like weeds. Alright.
That's a rat. We'll do that to you.
Let's go feed the other chondro green tree python. This girl's well and truly hungry. Try to keep my hands away from it. And it's gone. We might even give her a couple of extras things. We've got them. I'd rather give her a few small meals than a rather large meal. Okay. So, from there, where would we want to go? Check out this guy. Something tells me that the little dude's hungry.
Someone's waiting for dinner.
Alright, I'm going to need my ladder to get up there, and then I might even take the camera off your hands for the time being.
Hello.
Let's see if he wants to come out for that. Yeah. Just taking that into his den. Yeah. Try that for a tick. These guys are just having a couple of mice each. I'll put a couple more in there. That camera back to you quickly. Feels like I've been in a warm bath. The humidity is seriously off the chain today. Come on, there we go. Mouse for you. girlfriend. I think your girlfriend's in the log. Oh, yep, she's going to grab that. And there's no mucking around today. You haven't even finished the first one, Rosa.
Little fatty.
Yeah. That'll do you for a while. I might actually just knock that one down into there for her. Just because I don't want her missing out. Put that one down there and they can find that later. Alright, let's see who's next. Oh, gotta love that sand in the tracks. That is horrible. We've got a couple of mice left. Loki's definitely looking like he's actually charged up, ready to go.
Yeah, I think so.
What do you reckon, should we do him next?
Yeah.
Keep the big guy happy.
Tortured him long enough.
Alright. Now watch your hands there. As soon as I start opening this guy up, he has the potential to come out. If you're wondering why his water's so brown, that log's just let a whole loose of tannins loose into the water column. Alright, ready? Still got half the chicken on the tongs.
He doesn't mess around either, really, does he?
No. Look, there you go. Watch your hands there, Dan, because he honestly he's very responsive. Going again? Yes. Alright, so that's one chicken, one adult rat, one adult mouse, one wiener mouse, 2 wiener mice, and now he'll be fed for a couple of days. Well, when I say a couple, well, that's at least 4 days during summer. He still thinks I've got more food.
Don't swim after you're eating. You're gonna drown.
So the next point of call is Atlas. Atlas has been really funny lately. He's really not wanted to eat food. His head's actually right next to your hand now. But he's been loving quail. Let him have it there, but that's a big quail down the hatch. Put that back. Get rid of some rubbish. Let's start on insects, because we're almost wrapping it up here now. Have to get onto the crickets. So just a few small crickets. We've actually had a couple of little Gillen's monitors hatch out here. One of them's absolutely perfect. The other two have got a couple of flaws, unfortunately. So we'll just see what happens with these guys. I'll give you a quick peek. There's 3 little dudes there. And before anybody asks, none of them's for sale. If I sell them, they've all been spoken for. There is one that's definitely spoken for. Another good friend of mine, Coop's going to be hopefully picking up the healthiest of the 3. The other 2 I think might have potentially even hatched like a little bit too late or a little bit too early. You can see one of them's got like a bit of a rotund stomach. The one that's in the middle there is a little bit odd in that sense, and the other one's perfect except it's got a little kink in the tiny end of its tail. But anyway, we're going to try to keep these guys going and see what happens. And for now we'll just put the hide back on them and put a couple of bits of feed in there. Now, something with baby monitors that you have to be super careful for is large crickets. Like that one, to me, just seems a little too big. So it's probably like a medium-sized cricket or thereabouts. It's probably just a little bit too big for these guys, and the last thing I want to have happen is, you know, one of these guys to get a bite from a decent cricket. So I'm just trying to shake out a couple of smaller ones. There we go. That should be plenty. While we're on the Gillen's monitor stretch, I'll take you up here to have a look at these guys. Hopefully, if they decide to poke their heads out, you can see a tail in there. But hopefully they're hungry. We'll chuck a few crickets in there for them. There's some of last season's hatchlings that are still here. I've sold a few on to good friends, but we're going to be holding on to those 3 anyway. Whew. Okay, we're almost done. Let's get some larger crickets into the bigger guys. This should go pretty quick. And I'm sorry if you don't see everyone eating. It is hot. Alright, so first things first, let's start with the Gillen's monitors down here. Get a few of those in there for them. You haven't even finished the first one, mate. They're fantastic little monitors. I am probably parting ways with a fair few of my monitors, but they're the one species that's going to be kicking around for quite a while, I'd say. They're a handy little goanna. There's another one that's come out on the rock over there.
Popping his head over?
Yeah. I think that's the female. Beautiful little animals. Alright. We'll feed the Kimberley. Chances are you're probably not going to see the animal because he's just that sort of cryptic. But a few little crickets in there. That'll keep him entertained for a bit. I think the last animal that we're feeding crickets, because done monitors, those guys who had mice, Loki's definitely chockers, snakes I don't eat crickets, but the last guy that we're going to feed some crickets is actually Billy over here.
Billy boy.
Big Billy Bob. Now they're coming out the side, mate. There we go. I don't mind leaving the jar in there for him, so he just ends up frolicking around and catching them as they come out. I love this season. Alright, so we've got one more animal to feed. And this one eats salad. Do you want to go get him?
Yeah.
You know where he is. It is steamy in here. It honestly is. I almost feel a little bit sorry for the diamond pythons because they can smell the rodents. So they're all over the shop, cruising around. You'd think I'd never feed these guys, but they do get fed quite regularly, just not as regularly as some of the other snakes. Alright, pop him in. So, of course we're talking about Danny's little lizard Sonic. And he's got a salad. Come on, mate. So he's got a bit of choy sum, a bit of cucumber and a little bit of carrot in there.
That's spaghetti.
Yeah. Danny did an awesome job chopping up some salad for Sonic and the birds today. So I'm sure they're all going to be enjoying their greens. But anywho, I'm going to wrap it up there. It's really hot. We need to go for a swim. And it's Australia Day, so we probably need to have a beer at some point as well.
Like now.
Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you feel like it, give it a share around too. And have a happy and safe Australia Day.